Madden gods.
Perfect.
Welcome into Tips for Gamers. How y'all doing today? Today we're going to be doing a video on the best superstar X Factor abilities in Madden 24 franchise mode. This is going to cover you whether you're in simulation, user play. It's not going to really matter. We got a question for you guys. You guys can answer it in the comments below. Who would you rather draft? If you can go back, draft them in their prime, knowing what they are today and what they've done in their career, would you rather draft Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry? Who would you draft, and let us know why. And hit that like button while you're down there. Doesn't hurt. Subscribe, click the notification bell as well. It's a good thing. So we're going to give you two different running backs and how we would dress these two running backs up. We're going to give you Chubb and we're going to give you Christian McCaffrey, two different styles of backs. And so how would we dress them up in their X Factor abilities and superstar abilities? So our first and favorite one would be Freight Train. Okay, I love this one. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their chance to break the next tackle. So this one's my favorite. Breaking tackles is great, right? I just want to break the tackle and keep moving. I don't want to have to do as many animations as possible that are just long and drawn out. All right, breaking a tackle and using your speed to get away is just exactly what I want to do. The other ones they're okay. I don't mind them. Some people might like Satellite. I don't necessarily like Satellite as much. I like Wrecking Ball if I can't get Freight Train. So this is our number two. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their success rate on trucks and stiff arms. Now, Christian McCaffrey is probably never going to get to Freight Train because he's only got an 81 power back rating, which is just not very high. But Wrecking Ball is still another great one because it's going to increase your success rate on trucks and stiff arms, which is great. I'd love that for Christian McCaffrey. So for the first superstar ability slot for Christian McCaffrey, if I could, I'd go Bruiser. I love Bruiser. Okay, it's a combination between Armbar and Bulldozer. It's just combining those two. All right, it's with powerful truck animations and powerful stiff arm animations. That's what you're getting here with Bruiser, right? It's the combo. I have a better opportunity of getting Armbar in the near future and Bulldozer because 85 overall is not that hard for me to obtain. It's only 4 overall points up from where he's at, which is an 81 power back. Okay, so I can't get these two, but once I can get these two, I'm going to switch it over and choose this one of these two as the first one. I like Armbar. I like stiff arms, to use stiff arms more than I like to use the Bulldozer, but that's personal preference. If you use the truck animation more than you use the stiff arm, then that's up to you. If you are in simulation, I would suggest Armbar more than I would suggest Bulldozer. So since I can't go with those for his first one, the first one I'm going to do for him is I'm going to do Human Joystick. Ball carries with this ability can quickly shift momentum, change direction, and turn the corner without sacrificing speed. I am a big fan of the Human Joystick. So for the second one with Christian McCaffrey, I'm going to go with Evasive. Ball carriers with this ability have steerable juke and spin animations. So it is a combo between spin cycle and jukebox. Okay, so that's what Evasive is. It's the combo. It is the Bruiser of the opposite spectrum. So I'm going to go with Evasive for him as his third one. So for the last two for Christian McCaffrey, we already know that we'd go Freight Train. We can't. We're going Wrecking Ball, Human Joystick, Evasive, and I would either replace Balance Beam or Recuperation, depending on the situation, I would really look at Recuperation. With Armbar is the first one I'd go with. Second one would be Bulldozer, and then the first one of all of them, once I could get to it, I would put in Bruiser with that as well because I think this would just be a very scary and beautiful combo. And I love that combo, particularly for a player like this. Now, Recuperation is really dependent on your situation. I mean, there's guys that don't have as much fatigue because of their settings, right? They increase or they decrease the fatigue setting or the fatigue rate for their players in their league. You may go into a user play league and be playing and notice your running back's extremely tired, and then you're pulling them out or you're substituting them. Or you may be in a simulation league and then seeing Christian McCaffrey huffing and puffing and going, man, that kind of happens a lot. And then you want to keep Recuperation to replace Balance Beam. But if he's not, then you want to keep Balance Beam and you'll want to replace Recuperation with the Armbar, Bulldozer, and then eventually the Bruiser. So this is what Christian McCaffrey looks like right now. And I just know one of these would definitely be replaced at the end. These two are sticking for sure, and I would stick with Wrecking Ball and Freight Train. So for Nick Chubb, I would go with the Freight Train, like I mentioned. I'm still going to go with Bruiser. I'm going to double down on that because I absolutely love that. I'm going to go with Spin Cycle, okay, because I don't have Evasive, because I would definitely go with Evasive. I also do like Playmaker. I have to throw a shout out to that, but I don't like Playmaker quite enough to where I would sacrifice the other abilities. Okay, maybe you might want to sacrifice that. That's fine. It's up to you. We're just giving you guys like a good example, a good idea moving forward on what you guys should do. So for this, I have Balance Beam. Once again, I would get Evasive. I would maybe even swap out Balance Beam for Human Joystick once I could. He's getting close to that. So that is a possibility there, or I might swap out Recuperation. It just depends, once again, on the scenario. So right now, this is what I have for him. I have the Spin Cycle, Bruiser, Balance Beam, and Recuperation, and Freight Train. And I love this combo. I'd still improve it ever so slightly with the other ones that I mentioned. Hopefully this helped you guys.